Yeah, it's very interesting that like, yeah, if you even like dig a little bit into that of like we subconsciously place such a hierarchy on like what we're even present for.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like I think for most people, work is kind of at the top, even if they hate their
Sure.
job, even
Yep.
if they're like, I don't really care about my job, there's like a level of presence that most
Mhm.
people at least expect themselves to have, even if they don't live up to those expectations. And then
Mhm.
like personal life is often like towards the bottom.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's actually been kind of interesting to play around with right in this moment because like I am playing like I'm working for someone else right now, and it's been interesting to do this after having like 2 years where I was just like completely like self-directed.
Mhm.
And I feel like during that time I like I'm never totally deprogrammed, but like a lot of that puritanical capitalist
Mhm.
time is money and like you've got to
Yeah.
feel the struggle to advance. Like I deprogrammed a lot of that, I think, and like gave myself full permission to just do whatever. So it's been very
Mhm.
interesting to be in an environment and like kind of see what bubbles up, but also be like, meh. Like the stakes don't feel quite as high for
Yeah.
me
Yeah.
anymore. And like I do find myself at times like a little bit ruminating or like obsessing over some things that happen at work. And then I'll be like, wait a minute, there's life outside of this though. Like,
Yeah.
there's life outside of this. So, like, what am I really fixating on this for?
Because and I think that that's the thing, because like, it's like we're supposed to ruminate about it. We're supposed to like feel bad if something doesn't happen. And like, truth be told, employers judge their employees on like by how bad did they feel that they made that mistake. Like if you don't look
Yeah.
like you felt bad enough, not everybody obviously, but like a
You're
lot of
like
people
not
will
taking responsibility
yeah, it's
for
like
it.
you're not they are not respecting me. And in some cases that is totally true, but I think it just speaks to like how culturally ingrained like your identity is with work. And like everybody, like it's the first question we ask people. So what do you do? Like what is your status in society? What do you
Yep.
do?
Yeah.
It'd be so much more fun if people were like, how much money do you make? I don't care if you're a drug dealer, like how much money do you make?
That would
Because
be
that's
amazing.
essentially what we're asking.
Right. Like, how do, like, where in the social strata, like, where can
Mm-hmm.
I fit you? I mean, not always, but I
No,
think that is a lot of the
it's like how I make
impetus
small
behind
talk with people.
that.
I'm like, what do you do? Like,
Yeah.
oops. I just asked,
I also think
how
we
much
have
money?
I think we also have a little bit of a skewed take on that question because we're like coaches, so we actually do love what, well, not
Yes.
everyone, but I
Not
think you and
everyone.
I do enjoy genuinely coaching. So I am curious, like, how do you spend your time? But it is a fascinating question and like how
Yeah.
normalized it is. We don't talk about like what's your home life like? That would feel
Right.
very invasive, but like
Yeah.
work is
Yeah. Do you
like the
actually
first
love your
question.
partner?
Yeah.
What's the situation?
Do you
Like,
sleep in the same
yeah.
room?
Do you share a bed?
Yeah. What do you do? Do you like ignore each other on the couch? Are you in different rooms after work? Do you eat dinner together? Do you talk to each other when you eat dinner?
Right. But I mean, I know people also, I know very well, people also like will ruminate and connect on relationship, but like it's such a safe thing to connect over hating your job. I think it's
Mhm.
like the most common way people connect with each other. And that's not the reality I live in. So I sometimes go into social situations and I'm just like, oh, God, why are any of you doing this? Like, you don't even make enough money for this to be like, why would you do that?
Like that doesn't seem very fun. Have you considered hiring a coach to
Yeah,
help you do something else?
seriously. I mean that I would be better at marketing if I actually thought that I should start making more offers in my social circles. But it's it is a really interesting thing. And you know, you said I don't think I really gave you an answer, but like part of, I think, what I think about when I'm structuring my time is how can I like deliver that energy I want to bring to clients, but then now I think the maybe more, hopefully the more mature part of me is like, but then still have the quality of energy I want to have in my home life. And
Hmm.
not just like, and a lot of parents like for my kids, for my part, like it's also like I want to enjoy my time with myself. Like
Hmm.
genuinely give me a day alone with a book. I will be so happy. I don't
Yeah.
need much. Give
Yeah.
me a day in the
Same.
garden.
Hmm.
Um, that's like that feels really important. And it kind of feels like a point of integrity for the work I do because otherwise I'm like, I'm just like, am I helping people become more efficient in their business or like pivot in a certain way so they can work more?
Yeah.
Not sexy. I'll do systems
Yeah.
all day with people and processes all day if the end goal is they really want to only work 4 days a week
Hmm.
or they want to
Yeah.
sell their business and retire at 50.
Yeah.
Sure.
Can we talk a little bit about, I mean, this for some reason what you just said sparked like, can we talk about overwork and like the drive to overwork? Because you touched on it a little bit, but I think it's such a, I've observed it a lot in the entrepreneurial space.
Mm,
And like I kind of like on one level I understand why. And also I think like I like want the coaching industry to do better around this because like I do think that's an issue of integrity. Like I do it feels weird to me to like see so many coaches grinding themselves into a dust for like why?
yeah. Yeah.
When like the messaging and the support we're wanting to offer our clients is like you get to question all of the rules. Like you don't have to just go along with systems that feel demeaning or inhumane. Like
Yeah.
I just like want us to be doing more as an industry around that.
Yeah. Yeah. Because otherwise we're like selling some promise without as a theory. It's like a theory that hopefully is believable, but like it's not actually
Yeah.
what we're doing in our actual
And
business.
if we're not doing like who
Mm,
if we're not doing it, who is going to be doing it? Like
right.
literally, we have the tools to shift this shit. Like if not us, then who? Like someone who's working at like a tech startup? I don't think so.
No, they are not going to do that. That's
No.
not a possibility for
Or like
most.
a rigid corporate environment. Like, I mean, maybe there's like some corporate environments you can definitely play around with like
Maybe
phoning
in
it in
Europe.
certain
There's probably a
ways.
European country with a tech
Europe for
startup.
sure. Yes, yes,
They've got it.
absolutely. Different continent,
Yeah.
absolutely.
I actually I'm having like a deja vu kind of moment right now because I remember I was sitting right here, the middle of summer, and I was coaching somebody and like in my peripheral. So this building I'm in is a separate building. It's like our office building. It's where clients come and stay. But to the side over here is our house and the backyard, like the entrance to the backyard is here. And I just remember seeing in my peripheral vision my kids coming outside with like a nanny we had hired for the summer. And I think it was at a point in the business where I was like ready to pivot around the topic. I've been coaching on relationships and I'm like, I think this is maybe not good for me because I'm
Hmm.
becoming like paranoid about all relationships. It was like just
Hmm.
not a fit for me spiritually, let's say.
Hmm.
Um, and I just remember seeing like the kids were so little and so cute. And they were like skipping around outside. And I could just like see like they were coloring on the walls with chalk and like just having a good time. And I was like, what I'm doing right now is so stupid.
Hmm.
Like, I want to coach. I want to help this person, but I didn't start this business so that I could miss an entire summer with my kids who are only going to be this like super cute age where they really want to, and they were probably like smashing their faces against they were probably totally trying to distract me. I was probably annoyed in some way, but I remember after that I was like, we're firing the not firing, we're letting her go.
Yeah.
Um and I'm working 30 hours a week.
Wow.
And it was terrifying because it was the first time I had made like I was making like two or three hundred $1,000 a year at this point. I was like,
Hmm.
this is going to hurt me financially. I think this was the thing, is like in my mind, I was doing the math. I'm like, if I
Yeah.
don't work on Fridays, if I cut back my hours, I'm either gonna have to raise my rates or like say no to renewals or like change some things.
Hmm.
Um, and like I do, I turned my own fear into a social experiment, and I was like, okay guys, we're going to try the 30 hours a week challenge. And I kind of
That is
just
brilliant.
it was actually really good marketing because a lot of people
I'm
said I'm
sure.
overworking. I didn't think
And
of that at the
also,
time.
you weren't just like selling it, you were doing it,
I
which
was
is
doing it and I was
the best
sharing,
marketing ever.
but I mean it was really scary and I didn't know if it was going to work.
Yeah.
It could have totally killed my business, but there were enough people that kind of saw the pattern and felt what I felt. It wasn't even like, oh, I just spent like, I know there are people who love to spend all day, every day with their kids. That was not me. I'm like, I would like to have a coffee in the morning
Hmm.
by myself, hang out with my kids, then go for a walk by myself, and then do some work. And like, I was
Yeah.
actually like, no, it wasn't just like, oh, I need to be more present as a parent. It was like, I need to have some time to think and to create. And my what I wanted to be true was that if I gave myself more space and I took care of myself, that my capacity would expand, my creativity would expand. And then I decided to kind of do that publicly, which ended up working, ended up being very helpful, ended up giving me the accountability that I needed. But it was honestly terrifying.
I can imagine. Like on the like I can imagine from like imagining how it felt for you and also from the outside. I'm like, of course that helped your business. Like, how could it not have? Because it is, I think it's very rare to see people actually like walking the walk
I mean,
that
I'm
they
glad it
are,
helped my
yeah.
business, but I think like the stuff underneath it all was I have to be willing for it to destroy my business. Like
Yeah.
I don't love the like gotta burn it all down. Like I had to
Yeah.
actually be willing to do the experiment so that this was right on the cusp of like shifting into only coaching entrepreneurs and leaders.
Hmm.
But I'm like, I can't tell people something is possible if I'm not even willing to, like, with all of the skills and all the support, my own coaches, if I'm not like willing to put it to the test,
Hmm.
then I'm a fake.
Yeah. I think that's like what you're describing fundamentally is like it was a values decision, which I think like that makes sense. You had to be willing to like, okay, because the value you were centering then was not making or maybe it was like making
No,
certain amount of money, but like it does, yeah. So like it
no.
wasn't making like a certain amount of money goal or like perpetual expansion goal. It was a goal of centering, like creating a life that actually reflects your values, which include being in integrity, but also like having space to be human and like to connect with your kids and like to go on walks alone.
Yeah, connect with myself. And it's funny because I know people like use the like, oh, it's a lifestyle business. Like it's such a disparaging thing. And I'm just like, lifestyle businesses are great.
Hmm.
Like I really love knowing that when we go on vacation next month, I am I have nothing to worry about. If my website went down, I would fix it in 10 days. Like
Hmm.
there's no pressure. There's no stakes. Like there are stakes, of course. It's important that we have a business and, pay our mortgage. Like there are normal human considerations about income. And of course, I want to take care of my clients, but like it's not going to be a shock when I am
Hmm.
unplugged to anyone.
Yeah.
Everyone will have what they need and a backup for the backup. And I will not need to think about making sure my clients are okay, or anyone on the team needs anything, or that payrolls have like, it's very freeing.
Hmm.
And I wish that like we didn't make lifestyle businesses kind of like some bad concept.
What is the concept of the lifestyle business? I don't know if
It's like,
I've heard
I don't
that
know,
used
like people are just like,
disparagingly.
oh, it's a like it's not a real company. It's not saleable. It's not like,
Oh,
can't, you're not going to grow that into a publicly traded company, which I don't want a publicly traded company.
right.
I would love to see some coaching businesses do that and be that big and be so mainstream. Like I think that is amazing for the people where that's their big vision. I want to have, you know, 10 to 20 clients a year, really help them grow. I want my clients, some of my clients are going to do it. That's amazing.
Hmm.
I want to help them do
Hmm.
it. But I'm the stage manager. I like being the backstage person. I like helping the stars reach their potential.
I also like bristle at the idea that what you have to build and like what you are building is not its own like shining, this is cheesy, but like it's not
No,
its own shining star. Like who decided that there was this like business elevator? Like I think that's part of what keeps people grinding themselves down is this idea that like businesses must be in a perpetual state of growth. Perpetual growth is not
no,
sustainable,
no,
even for publicly traded
no,
companies.
it's
Like,
not.
that's not a sustainable model. Why are we doing that? To what end? Like, what are we running toward or like running from? I don't get it.
Because I think it puts like, I mean, companies have their own kind of engine that they go under, but like when that is being driven by an individual or a small group of individuals, that like maybe this isn't a helpful belief, but I do think that it like takes them out of like being able to authentically follow whatever their vision is, because they're like,
Mm.
I've got to look at the, I've watched so many, like we're talking about coaches. I watched a lot of very successful coaches decide that their business was no longer viable, shut it down because they didn't like triple their income that year.
Oh,
And I'm like,
oh.
the biggest companies that we have worked with lost money for 10 years straight.
Hmm. Yeah,
And you're like, well, I didn't hit my $15 million a year goal. So I think it's all falling apart. I'm just like,
that's
you have such a
crazy.
good thing. You're helping so many people.
Yeah,
You don't have to do it that way.
yeah. And I think there is a difference between, and obviously what you described is not this, but like I understand entrepreneurs who are like so on fire with a mission in the
Mm-hmm.
world that they like can't help but pursue growth. That said, I do still think that there should become like an exploration of like okay, what else other things are important, especially in the coaching industry,
Yeah.
because like life is not all about work. Even about like passion-filled soul-driven work. There's
Yeah.
still more to life than that. But yeah, I want to acknowledge that not all working hard is overworking, and it depends on
Mm-hmm.
like your thoughts about it and your motivation for doing it. And also you're still like a human animal working with other human animals who have like some human needs and limitations.
Yeah. So many human needs, so many
So
human
many.
things.
It's so annoying how many
I
needs
know.
we have.
Yeah, but like
Inconvenient.
it's funny because, I've shared with you before, but like I had a chronic pain issue
Hmm.
like a decade ago. And I was so mad about that experience at the time. But now I'm like, this is why I don't overwork. Like, I actually
Ooh.
felt the direct consequences of working 7 days a week or 6 or 7 days a week, doing work I really loved, really felt connected to, but then like forgetting that love doesn't make you dinner unless my
Yes.
husband is your husband, which he is making my dinner.
And cocktails.
Right? Thanks, partners, make us dinner. But like, yeah, I'm like that spiritual fuel, I can sustain a lot on that, but like, gotta sleep more than 6 hours a night.
Yeah.
Just because you're in your 20s or early 30s does not mean like that's not a thing. That's a thing.
Yeah. Yeah. Totally. I work with a lot of people who work in the nonprofit space and the like political organizing space, and this comes
Yeah.
up so much. Like everyone is passionate, they're doing amazing work. And also like if it's not sustainable, they're not going to be around in a year. And I've
Mhm.
experienced the like burnout. I think that's part of how this like kind of viewing contextualizing this sprint a
Mhm.
little differently right now. I'm like
Yeah.
if I can't find a way to like slow down at some point, not in the too distant future, like I'm gonna have to change some things because like I have experienced working so hard and like ignoring my body and my
Mhm.
needs, like physically and emotionally. And then like the fallout of that was like a multi-year experience, which I'm
Right.
just like not
Not
down
willing to
for
do.
anymore.
Yeah. Not willing to do. And I think like you mentioned this earlier, but I think it also comes down to so there's like the energetic capacity of like what is possible with our human life and energy and attention span and our different times of day where we can do different things with more efficiency than others.
Hmm.
And then there's also the mindset of what's the additional mental load we're picking up through the work. Like
Hmm.
I know for a fact that I still do the same essential things that I did in my business 5 years ago.
Hmm.
Not a lot has changed. I've delegated things I really don't want to do, which is nice, but
Yeah,
I don't have the same emotional weight to some of those things. I'm not
which
like
has a huge impact.
totally like I think this is where we'll talk to coaches for a second specifically, but it's like this is where you need to utilize your own mindset skills and say,
Hmm.
do I need to spend 3 hours editing my blog post? Or I don't know, there's like a period missing, a grammatical issue. Like other people care about that. And that's like because it's their brand. That's not I don't care. I'm like,
Yeah, which
I've
I think
decided
is
I don't care.
where,
I don't edit
yeah,
my podcast. Like they get us raw.
yes.
Someone was like, I really want to start a podcast, but I just don't know. I like the editor is $10,000. And then, they
Woo.
do the art and all the things. I'm just like, we drink alcohol sometimes and then we slap it up
Like almost
on,
every time.
I'm like, I just give it to Steve and he puts it on all the places. And
And we
like,
like cut it in the middle and don't
yeah,
even really like do
two
another
episodes. We got
introduction.
2 episodes from today,
Yeah.
episode 2.
Woo. Yeah. I think that is the values
Yeah.
decision.
Yeah.
Like, and I think it's really important when you're thinking about making these adjustments to really spend some time thinking about what are my values? Is it my value to be as efficient as possible? Is it my value to work as much as possible, to make as much money as possible? Is it my value to have integrity in the work that I'm doing? And if so, like, what does that mean in
Yeah.
this situation? Is it my integrity to like help people messily, or sorry, is it my value to help people messily? And like, what does that look like? It's
Hmm.
uncomfortable work. Like,
Yeah.
I used to be freaking out over if I made a typo on stuff
Oh my God. Me
and
too.
like then
Yeah.
beating myself up for it. So it's not like
Yeah.
it's easy work to do, but once you do it, then I think that like that's sort of the mindset piece of like you can be like, okay, this is why I'm doing
Mhm.
this, and this is why it's an integrity for me. And I'm going to sit with this discomfort of noticing I made a typo on this post and wanting to change it and wanting to apologize. And I'm not going to do it because like it's my value to just share messily with the world and
Yep.
not beat myself up.
Because I think what we're talking about is like shifting your mindset to thinking that mistakes mean you're careless to
Hmm.
actually mistakes like a typo. I'm like, I care more about having dinner with my family than like combing this over for more typos. I'm just going to assume there's probably one or two. And it, honestly, everybody, fun tip in this day and age, if you have a typo or a grammatical error, it shows that a human wrote it, not AI. So
Yeah.
typo away.
They haven't learned yet. Maybe they have probably by the time this episode
Make a
comes
couple
out.
typos. Use a full sentence.
I will appear more human. That's
Yes.
my AI voice.
Right. I will be more
um,
human and put a comma where it doesn't belong.
but I love that because it's like, I mean, again, I'm gonna like go for cheesy this episode, but it's not careless. You're being careful for the things that you actually want to care
Yes.
about. Like, do I want to obsess over whether my copy is fully pristine so that no one looks at it and judges me? Is that where I want to be putting my caring energy? Or do I want to be putting it toward thinking of new ideas and trying new things and connecting with my partner?
Yeah. Like I don't like wearing makeup really.
Hmm.
And a lot of times I'll be like, oh, Instagram, like, oh, it looks so crazy on like my video, blah, blah, blah. And then I'm like, who cares? The people watching this are like on the toilet. They are not judging me. Like,
It's visual.
who cares? Like,
Yeah.
I have something I want to share. I don't like wearing makeup and I'm not gonna make that a thing. Be
Hmm.
like, this is me raw, no makeup. But it's
Oh,
like
so many people do that. I'm like, shut up. And they like
AI
always look
filter,
so
whatever.
beautiful
Like they're
too.
gonna
Yeah.
the AI is filtering me really nicely right now. I look shiny, but that's a Zoom filter. It's not my face, and I can't control that. And fine, but it's not. I've like let it go. I'm like, my brand is not going to ever be super polished power suit.
Yeah. And if that's your brand, like you can be
It's
that. We're not saying that's
amazing.
wrong.
Yes,
That's
not
amazing.
wrong.
And like it works for a lot of people. And
If you love
also
it,
make sure it's like aligned with your values.
yes.
And
If you
if
love
it
it and it's
feels,
alive, yes,
yes. And if it feels like it's not aligned with your value, but it feels impossible not to do, that's something to investigate or get support digging
yeah,
into.
yeah. I had a client not do a brand change for 2 years before we started working together because the person who did their branding said they should be like ultra polished. And she's like, I just want to wear my baseball hat and do my work. And I'm like, did you know
Okay.
you could do that? Or if you hate being on camera, you don't have to get over it. You could just show your beautiful work and let that make you $1 million. And she did.
Yeah,
And it was amazing. But like,
I love that.
I love you. I'm
I
so happy to talk to
love you.
you.
This flew
Um, I
by.
hope that this was like helpful to your. We kind of went on this was a strong drink.
I don't mind too. I'm done with it now. And it's been a while since we've had
Yeah,
cocktails
yeah. Our
together, so I
livers
think my
are not
tolerance,
ready.
yes, this was amazing. It felt like it was like kind of coming back to myself a little
Good.
bit, and
Yeah.
like I feel a renewed sense of energy around this. I don't know what the future will hold for me, but like
Yeah.
I'm excited. It feels like there's a lot of potential right now. And like it feels almost like an experiment that I'm running right
Yeah.
now. And like I don't really feel attached to the outcome.
And I just want to offer for everybody listening. This is my opinion, But I think the most potent time to work with a coach is when they themselves are in a period of stretching, changing their capacity, like opening up to different possibilities. Um, and that's what you're in right now. So if
Hmm.
someone was really resonating and they want to like go through their own potentially like exa- messy examination of like where they're at, how can they work with you?
That was a beautiful
Learning
segue.
Martin.
Very skilled, Erin.
That's
Okay.
true. It's
Um,
true. It's like there's like a magic to this moment with
yeah,
you as a
yeah.
coach.
I feel it. So you can reach me at coachingwithelena.com and you can book a session and like an exploratory consult with me. There's like a calendar on there. And my availability is somewhat limited because I'm somewhat limited right now, but I would
She's
still love to
very
meet with
busy and
you. I'm
important.
very booked and busy here. Yes. Okay, Erin. So now that you've demonstrated your
Oh no.
amazing marketing segue, how can people work with you right now?
Um, right now, people can book a start session with me over at besuperbound.com/consultation. I'm in an experimental moment where I'm not actually doing consultations. I'm just saying people can book me in for a 90-minute session. We will go through whatever your business is going through, whatever you are going through. We will like kind of as a mini retreat. And then if you love it, I can tell you how we work together. But I just don't really like consults, so I'm not doing them anymore. People can
I
just
saw
buy
that
a
and I love
session.
it.
You can buy a
Yeah.
session. If you love it, we can keep going. If you don't, we don't. But I don't want to sell anything anymore.
Also,
I'm
same
done. I'm
sister.
bored. I'm bored of selling for now.
Also,
Sagittarius.
I can say like 90 minutes with you is like can completely upend in a good way, like upend a
Yeah.
person's whole life and trajectory, like in the best way.
Yeah, and I think that that's part of the work is like not everybody needs to commit for 6 months and do a whole thing. Sometimes people just
Hmm.
need a moment in time, a reset, and then they're good. And I want to
Yeah.
make that available. So,
Yeah. I love that.
and I love you.
Love you. I'm excited for to do more of this. It feels
Yes,
so good to be back to doing this.
me too. I'm so happy we're back.
All
Thanks
right.
everybody
Until
for
next time.
listening.
Yes. Thank you.
Bye.